fatal. But it wasn't. Not that morning. Not for Hodger. It was just that he hadn't eaten since the night before at his friend's. And now he was heading back home, and he was still an hour away, and he hadn't had any breakfast. It's just at that moment that something came to him on the breeze. Instead of thinking of his stomach, he could think only of his nose. What was that? Drifting on the breeze. So familiar. From childhood. From the market. From the shops. From the trees. Yes. It was. And Hodger looked up. And there above him were the most glorious peaches, bobbing and rustling in the trees, in the leaves. He reached up, plucked one. Such a perfect peach he had never seen. How it smelled. How it felt as he sank his teeth into it. And it seemed to melt on his tongue. Glancing around, seeing no one by, the Hodger decided to have a late breakfast. Climbed into the tree. Up to the highest branches where the fruit was ripest. It was rather like a dream he had had of being locked in the emir's harem. An endless night of great pleasure. He started to feed, and each peach was sweeter than the one before. Ah. What's that? It was the owner of the peach trees, and he was wondering what had he heard. What was up there in his tree? Who's there? He ordered. Hodger was trapped. There's no way down. But being a quick-witted and a daring fellow, he replied, "A nightingale." "A nightingale," said the owner of the trees. But not being very quick-witted, in fact, being a bit slow, his mind grasped on to what he had heard and turned it over in his mind. What was wrong? A nightingale? Then he realised. A nightingale couldn't talk. And the owner of the peach tree said, "If you're a nightingale, let's hear you sing." Hodger was, so to speak, out of the tree, but not out of the wood. Recalling a toy that he'd had when he was a child, he pursed his lips, began to sing. I didn't think that had worked out too badly, considering. But the owner of the peach trees was not so convinced. A nightingale doesn't sing like that, he said. No, but an inexperienced nightingale does.